Welcome back to FoxNews.com Live. I'm Jonathan Hunt. I'm honored to be joined now by Republican Congressman Brian Bilbray, Republican of California, joining us from the Cannon Rotunda. Congressman, thanks for being with us here at FoxNews.com Live.
Honored to be with you, Jonathan.
Tell me, which way are you going to vote today on Speaker Boehner's bill?
Oh, I'm voting yes. We have two choices. One choice is the Boehner proposal. And the other choice is Harry Reid's proposal. And frankly, those are the two realities we're confronted with. As Shakespeare says, man accomplishes as he may, not as he would.
So this bill may pass the House. Do you think it will get the votes it needs today?
I think so. I certainly hope so, because I think that those that, especially on the Republican side, that are have a concern with it are really needing to recognize that the best options available are ones that we prefer not to have to vote for, but the alternatives are pretty darn much worse.
Is there any sort of anger or resentment within your party, Congressman, at the way that the Tea Party have, to some extent at least, held the leadership hostage over this?
Well, they haven't held the leadership hostage. I mean, the fact is they put pressure on, and this is the way the system's supposed to go. The left is putting pressure on the Democrats. You don't see Nancy Pelosi stand up and say that she's supporting Harry Reid's proposal either. So the fact is there's pressure on both sides. We're grown-ups. This is what the job's supposed to be, curtails. And if it was easy to address the debt problem, it would have been done before. And everybody wants to come here, wants the big job, but then they freak out when they start getting the pressure. This is what the job's all about.
Okay, so this may pass the House today. Then it goes to the Senate. Harry Reid has said it's dead on arrival there, and we know that President Obama would not sign it if it ever got to his table anyway. So isn't it all a waste of time?
I just can't believe that either one of them is going to say no to the one vehicle that looks like we can get enough votes for everything. And the president and Harry has to see how tough John Boehner has had to work to get the votes to be able to get a debt limit increase at the level you have now. Especially when you're talking about the president's biggest concern is that it doesn't get him to the next election. I don't think the American people are buying that. They don't want Congress or the president to be doing what's just good for the next election. They want them to do something that's good for the next generation, and I think that's going to be the real test.
How do you think this entire process has left the American people viewing the work of Congress?
Oh, I think that it's left them disgusted, just like they always do when they see the making of the sausage. I mean, this is a very messy process. We don't have a dictatorship. We don't elect the president to rule the country. We don't elect the speakers and the leader of the Senate to rule their houses. They try to lead them, and there's sometimes the fact that it is a lot tougher than a lot of people perceive. But any family will tell you leading a group is tough, even when you're all relatives. And here you have a whole lot. You have over 500 strangers that all want it their way, and trying to get the group moving in the right and in one direction is always a tough fight. But this is what it takes to be a republic.
Now, talking of the sausage making, it may, if this bill today, if the Boehner bill does get through the House and goes to the Senate, do you think that there will be an amendment from the Democratic side that will make it acceptable to everybody and will come out with a bill that President Obama will be willing to sign?
I don't know if it will. I don't know if Harry amends it and sends it back, that we lose some votes on one side, maybe gain the other. That is what is going to be his job whenever the Boehner bill gets to him, if we can get it to him in this cycle. The fact is that the Boehner bill will be the mainframe, as we would call it, of whatever legislation is sent to the president, and it may not get to the president exactly the way it looks today. So how much we modify that could make or break it, and that's part of the process. Again, the House sends it to the Senate takes a look at it and passes what they can. They change what they might, and then we have to, if they change it, we have to vote on it in the House and see there's enough votes to send it to the president, and then it's up to the big guy in the White House to decide does he want to approve that item, or does he want to try holding out for something else. Time is ticking very quickly. And, you know, sadly, this all could have been done in the lame duck session in November and December. It could have been done in the last 2 years. We knew this was coming down the pike. But it's one of those things that either for political reasons, one way or the other, it's been put off until this time. And I think that's what people are really tired of, is always putting it off, because nothing gets done in this town unless it's a crisis.
That's for sure. All right, Congressman Brian Bilbray, Republican of California, I'll let you get back to your sausage making. Good luck with that. Thanks for being here today.
Take care.
Thank you, Congressman.